Hey guys, so short and sweet for this first video. Um, one of my first real stories. It was two different stories. One that was good, one that was bad. Um, the first one wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good. When I first really got into this, um, and again, I don't mind telling my pitfalls. Two stories at the very early, very start of when I started getting back into this is when I went to um, the Hubbardston Flea Market, Rietta Flea Market, in Massachusetts. That's where I live, and the guy had like first edition. Actually, I have them here. Hold on. I figure I might as well be completely transparent here because let me see. Off camera, like I have it sorted in a certain way. So but I need to kind of separate it for the sake of the story. Yep. I think it was these four, or no, these five. Okay. So put this card off to the center, but yeah, these cards and a couple others, but essentially some first edition Neo Genesis cards, and they're pretty good. I mean, they're pretty cool. I like the Syndical. I mean, the artworks are great on these, but the condition is, they're okay. I mean, they're played. They're not destroyed, but you can see some like whitening on the top here. I mean, you might not be able to pick this up, but just trust me. I mean, I can see them in front of me. So anyway, he had all these cards, and I was so stupid because I thought first edition meant like good, and they do, but when he said like, oh, $12 for all these first edition cards, I gave him it. And again, I didn't lose money. He didn't rip me off. He was actually just a normal guy, but that's basically what these are worth. And like this letter was worth like like $1. Again, these are cool cards. I really like the artwork on this Letaba. Very nice. And it's cool to have some first edition cards. These are some of my first edition cards, aside from some other ones, but that's another different story. But yeah, I remember I was pissed because I thought that I actually got a good deal on these, but I ended up just paying normal price for these. But these are fine. Side note, despite the fact that a lot of these cards, and I'll just go through them right here. First edition Letaba, first edition Cyndaquil, first edition Wooper. I think, yeah, it was first edition Wooper. First edition Totodile, and first edition Quilava, as well as I think there was a couple like expedition trainer cards. These cards were not a great deal, but they were some of the first that I purchased when I actually started like learning about cards back in 2021. Something to note, I am kind of weird when it comes to ooh, I don't know if that picked up in the camera. That was just a big lightning strike. That's crazy. Sorry, getting distracted. So I tend to, any card that's worth like $5 or over, like any holo card or whatever, worth $5 or over, I put in a penny sleeve, and then I put it in a rigid top loader. And then any like first edition card, at least so far, I put in a penny sleeve and a top loader, even if it's like this, pop it, which or this Letaba that isn't worth too much. Because I think it's first edition. I think it's cool. This is likely going to change. If I ever buy like a collection or whatever that ends up having like tons of like first edition cards, I'm going to end up having to like devote an entire binder to these guys. Because they're already taking up a little too much room. But whatever. That's beside the point. So after this purchase, I was kind of pissed because I thought I was super cool, super fly, that I saw something that other people didn't. And I ended up just, getting some regular normal cards until I went to, a week or two later, I went to the Grafton Flea Market with my dad. I'm always, going with my dad unless I did go alone a couple times, but again, that's another future story. So I went to this guy. This guy he always has like junk. Basically, I'm pretty sure probably does clean outs or stuff. So, um, yeah, so he had a bunch of junk, and then we're looking through. My dad's looking at comic books, and then I find literally hidden under some like folders and under like like a metal box or whatever is a couple 9x9 like 3x3 binder sheets full of cards. And I ask him how much he wants for them, and he says $10 a sheet. And so I'm looking through. There's nothing too great. I remember specifically that there was a hollow Gardevoir from one of the Gen 4 sets, like Majestic Dawn. I don't have it with me, but I think that was cool. But that was worth about like $9, and I'm like, I want to pay $10 for this. And then I found this card, and I remember there were 9 other cards. There were 8 other cards with this card, but this was the best card of them all. There was a superior black and white promo that's in my promo binder on the side that I haven't pulled out. But this is the real card here, and I'm like, okay. And then I go up to him and I say, hey, well, can you do $5? And the guy said yes, because the guy didn't know what he was talking about, and I was really happy. This was my first big find at a flea market, and it's my first edition hollow foil Politoed from Neo Revelation. No, this is Neo Discovery, and it's really cool. This is one of the only, actually, it might be the only, besides the hollow Machamp that everyone has. It might be the only first edition hollow foil card that I have. And so this is really cool. So I got this for $5, and it's pretty cool. I remember being really happy about this. Now, granted, right, it's really, really nice until you turn to the back and it's beat up. Like, it has whining all over the sides. It's got a little ding in the corner. If you take a look there, yeah, just take a look. I mean, there's stuff on the top. And then if you want to take a look, I'm going to try and find exactly where it is. I mean, the hollow is scratched up a little, but there's like some damage on the side. I'm trying to get the camera. Doesn't really want to show up. But the idea is that this card isn't in perfect condition. There's a lot of damage to it on the side. So obviously not going to be graded or anything, but this was my first real exciting hit that I got at a flea market. And again, this is the key thing. Like, some people might look at this and say, yeah, great, it's first edition, it's hollow foil, but it's in terrible condition. And it's like, yeah, but I mean, it's not destroyed. And for $5, this is an awesome deal. Remember, I'm not reselling these. That's something else I should have said in my video where I talked about like the philosophy behind why I'm collecting. I'm not reselling these. I want to get a good deal. Yeah, I want to quote unquote triple my money, but I enjoy the cards themselves, and this is really cool. This is one of the coolest cards in my collection, in my opinion, because yeah, I mean, it's from a set that predated me being born, and it's first edition, and it's hollow foil. That's the criteria. So anyway, I was really happy with this, and it was this card that gave me further hope to just continue learning more and more about Pokemon cards and hunting for deals. I was disillusioned after my first find into these, but I really, really hit the jackpot with this one. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that little story. Again, went on for a little bit longer than I expected, but yeah, be sure to stay tuned for more interesting stories. Thanks.